of them. And they like a little sauce, a little relish sauce. Awesome. I'm gonna say I ate more than 7. I'm gonna just be honest with myself and be honest and say
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
I'm sorry. It's been a minute. I am the hostess with the mostest. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a rapper. I just gotta stop. Welcome. I'm late. Somebody give me her absentee report. Welcome to the show. It's the Artist Exchange on Friday, May the 6th.
Yes, that's
Mother's Day weekend.
What are you doing for your mommy?
No one knows I have a mother.
I do. Everybody's got a mommy.
I was immaculately conceived.
By who? Because you had to be carried to term.
Let Jabril say it was the energy.
It's just the midichlorians formed a child and then you grew.
I just got here. I probably was born in a wine bottle.
I'm taking my mom to the National Botanical Gardens for a
picnic. Where's that at?
In DC, right next to the Capitol building.
Okay. Oh, here, you can have this. The monitor.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Because it was a lady talking.
Oh.
She kept saying, "Can you bring dinner to the table 7?"
Yeah, no, we need to switch channels. What is this?
We did. We on channel 8 now.
Oh, okay.
She kept telling me to bring dinner to channel 8, so I had to tell her, like, no, I'm not coming. Look, we got a good show for you, though, tonight. Ama's in the building. Jabril's in the building. Nate left the building. And we have a really, really good show for you tonight. We're going to be talking with, what? Oh, you wanted to have a wine glass?
Oh.
He'll get you one at the break.
Okay. I'm with it.
Oh, did you hear that pop? That sounds just like my lips. Sorry. Let's get back on topic. We got an interview coming in today. Priya, help me with this last name. Bhayana.
How's it spelled?
Bhayana. Bhayana.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll help me with that too when she gets here. She works for
I would say
Bromo Arts District. Now, my understanding, because unfortunately I didn't read the bio. I'll do that.
I would have read it if I had gotten it.
You want to read it?
Yeah, sure, I'll read it. Absolutely. When I get them, I read them. I don't often get them though. So.
That was shade.
Was it?
Yeah, so she's with the Bromo Art District. In other words, bad. Oh, okay. Also tonight, we're going to talk about this new sensation called Bump and Ride.
Bump and Ride?
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
And then I'm going to tell you about, this is outside of the Artist Exchange because this is basically the Talk Lately show taking over the Artist Exchange.
Is that what's happened? I might get in trouble if you
with
do
representation of the Artist Exchange by Ama, Big Mama, Ama Brown.
Hey, listen.
But I want to compare Uber rate to Netflix and chill.
Uber.
I'm just playing. No, wait.
What?
We'll talk. What? Rachel Roy, she also was hacked. And we don't know if this was by the Beehive or somebody else. But for the top story of tonight, there's a young man from Texas. His name is Alec Hunter. He's 15 years old in high school. And he's facing felony charge of forgery for apparently finding a $10 bill and using it to pay for his lunch. Now I'll dig deeper into that because there's more.
Yeah, but wow.
And Fat Christie,
Oh.
He can't pay his own campaign bills. So I'll let you know who he went to for help.
Oh, is that why he was standing back there looking sad? Oh.
Now we understand where the endorsement came from.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess everybody wants me to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z too.
Please.
Why?
Because I want to, because I don't get into any other celebrity gossip with them. I don't care about anybody else, but Jay and B and Will and Jada.
See, the thing about it is everybody has their names falling off their lips. You would understand the machine of it all if you understood that is what they do.
Yeah.
These are public relations manipulators.
Yes, they are. They're fantastic.
There may have not been any cheating. And once she said something in a song,
you don't think
that she didn't actually write everything to?
You don't think Jay getting it? I think they both are.
Being as smart as I am and having their money, that would have been a stipulation in our marriage. I will be with you. I will love you. I will be everything to you. But I also have to do this on the outside.
Yeah, please.
Okay? But there would not be room for me to get exposed this way.
Right.
Without me being the one to tell you that I did it. Because first of all, even if I didn't tell you, I would have did it and came home and told you I did it. Because that's what you have to be man enough to understand. That you have to be man enough to risk. If you're going to risk it all, tell it all.
Yep.
Why not?
I know. I think
you're not going to go broke over it. Is what I'm saying.
True.
You're wealthy. You're worth $1 billion on the elevator. You're not going back to Yonkers and the projects after this. She can't take you for all your work.
But I feel like bottom line is you're much more powerful when you're a couple. That's just the truth of the way our world
That's the
works.
business of it all.
Right. So I believe wholeheartedly, because I am a Sagittarius and I feel like I have a oneness with Jay-Z.
Right.
That their marriage was at the beginning a business. Oh, you the best bitch in the game.
Right.
I'm that nigga. We should join our two kingdoms.
Yeah, exactly. But see, I completely agree with you. I just would have said, look, B, I would have got home. Sure. After 12 o'clock, as the song says. Look, B, a moment of weakness. I hit Belachel Boy. I'm not going to call her out because I don't believe it was her. I believe it happened before, but I don't think it was her in relation to the cheatation now.
Well, you know what? So let's say that this is real, okay? And let's say that this is how she deals with it. This is her. This is her therapy. She writes it out in a song or sings a song written by somebody that has to do with what she's going through. There's been a song like that on every album. Me, Myself, and I is one of my favorites. And I know she said, your friends told me that one day I'd see it for myself.
Can I get a fan?
And then Dame Dash and Jay-Z. So I feel like it's that friend Dame. Did he try to tell her? I feel like, and I mean.
What's my fan?
That's probably the.
What the hell am I going to do with this card?
It's a church fan. Come on now, you know what to do with a church fan. Monny.
You can hear this on the radio though.
That's not good.
Anyway.
So
I look at it like this. You know, Rachel Roy, I do have stuff to talk to you about, but you actually could have capitalized on this because I would have been the first person. You are a designer to capitalize on Becky with the good hair shirts. And us also, you need to be capitalizing on this because I also would have ran to Walmart, ran to Kohl's, and I would have made a line up that night, a fashion line for the cheap and cheerful. And I would have sold it to Walmart and Kohl's and sold everything for $9.99. Bitch, you should have made a killing tonight.
He said cheap and cheerful.
It would have said Becky with the good hair via lemonade at the bottom. Why not? She already said Becky with the good hair, whatever she said on Instagram.
Right.
You should have ran with it. Who cares about the hackation? Apparently, her email got hacked.
Was anything leaked that was juicy? Nothing.
Probably not. It was like she gonna handle. She's not that. I don't think she's stupid.
Not keeping that stuff
to keep
on the hard drive,
a scandalous file.
Yeah.
So it says fashion designer Rachel Roy, who recently made headlines for possibly being Becky with the good hair, and Beyonce, sorry, may have another scandal on her hands. You couldn't find it? Why is it sitting in there? I'm hot in here. I don't get it. You want me to look at the fan and maybe it'll cool me off? How stupid. Oh, gosh.
So I feel
one day we'll have education in this bitch.
One day. So with
put it right there. Yep.
The thing that makes me laugh the most is that nobody would know what was going on if she
Look where it's pointing. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Get the hell out.
I can't wait out.
Look, the phone lines are open, 410-702-5657. You can text as well at 443-642-9403. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I was saying, what was I saying? Okay, it'll come back to me. She can read the thing. It'll come back to me. Damn it.
Where's the the thing to hold phones?
Okay. Oh, the tripod.
I just saw it.
So
it's okay.
It's one of those. She's so. What was it? Oh, where was I going?
Look, but I kind of believe.
Oh, Dame is the friend. Oh, telling the story through the songs, right? So it's just like the song "Girl," a girl. I know you've been tired and you I feel like she was the girl. Like, you know, like there's a little bit of a theme that runs through all the songs. So I feel like this is something she's always been dealing
but back
with.
then,
If this is the truth, that this is where she
rude. But back then she wouldn't have been married to him.
No.
So
but
do you consider when you're not married cheating?
I think that if you're
not cheating or infidelity, it is cheating. It's not infidelity.
Right. No, it's not infidelity. I feel like if you are adults in a consenting relationship, you should probably be very thorough about what your definitions are. And I think that if you are calling yourself in a monogamous relationship and you are having sex with someone other than that person who holds that distinction, then you're wrong.
No. The one with the balls. All right, I'll take it. So it's not gonna hold my phone. No, my phone's taller than that.
You don't want to do it to the side. Get the little.
I'm gonna figure it out, okay. And I don't because it needs to be like this when you're doing Facebook Live.
Oh, because it doesn't translate right. Well, one of these days they'll get that together.
Yeah, it'll rotate. Periscope eventually did it.
Yeah.
So Monday.
It's probably a lot of programming and money.
Who has that? Not Rachel Roy. She fell loose on these deals. She could have had Kohl's. She could have had Walmart.
Wait, so that's what this?
No, it wasn't real.
Oh, you're just saying. You're saying the things
she's
that she
less than smart for not capitalizing on this.
Obviously, she's less than smart if she's been a side chick.
Yeah, so here's what it says. London, The Sun reports Roy's personal information has been stolen from her computer. A source told the publication Rachel has confided to friends about the stolen emails. She has no idea how they've been swiped, but is aware of how much harm they can cause. So that was like a underhanded dig. Like maybe I do have some underlying information on Jay-Z. From a personal level, this is what the insider said. From a personal level, she wanted to distance herself from her furor after initially playing up to the link as Jay-Z's rumored other woman. She fears the spotlight, and will be well and truly back on her, Jay-Z and Beyonce if these conversations end up online.
Uh-oh.
Child.
Uh-oh.
Whatever.
You got
You just
make
missed
your
out
choices.
on. You just missed out on being a billionaire of your own because you should have had all those Becky with the good hair shirts
ready
in
to
stores
go
now. I should go make up now myself. Coming up a little later in the show, we got Priya Bhayana of Bromo Arts District. And I think she has something to tell us.
Oh, yay.
A little later in the show. But if you're wondering where Nate is, I'll tell you when we get back. The Artist Exchange, taken over by Talk Late Lady.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. This is your host for the evening, Miss Big Mama Ama. I'm sitting here co-chair to Monny with the Talk Lately show, who is distraught over the inability to go live on Facebook.
On your like pages.
Oh, on your like pages. Oh,
disrespectful.
That's
I don't know if they must have did an update the pages, but I was able to do it last week, and now I can't. And I only did it one time. I usually go live on my personal page, which people don't have. Side note, who cares about that? Look, I get so annoyed when people call me to nag me about pyramid schemes.
Oh, don't do that.
And shout out to my friend who, I'm glad I didn't go live because she would know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Who sent her significant other my way. But I'm not selling anything. I make enough coin. I'm good. And I think people are like hard up for money. When I don't know if, don't sense that around me, because I'm not hard up. I'm good. I ask for jobs if I want them. I don't need you to seek me to find a job. I'm good. Rest assured, I'm good. I'm not destitute. I eat every day. Okay. And I lick my lips when I'm finished, and sometimes suckle my fingers.
Wow.
I'm good. Anyway, coming up next, I just had to say that because the person called today, and I just looked at my phone, and I was like, And then I turned back and started working again. I'm not answering. I'm sorry. I can't. I mean, he tried to sell me and everything. I was in the market like, how much are these peas? Oh, really?
The man's trying to make
Can
his
you hold
hustle.
this for a second? Let me get this bottle of water. And then grab the phone back from the guy. I was like, oh, he ain't saying nothing.
I promise.
Because if I was on the air, I think my demeanor changes when my show is on hiatus. And I'm nicer.
Are you?
But when I'm on air, my temperament is different. Because I don't know what it is. I'm relaxed right now. Look how hyper I am. I'm relaxed. I'm stress-free. I go home and I get a full 8 hours.
Yes.
You wait till May 17th, damn it. It's going down. I'm going to be stressed. I'm not going to get 8 hours of sleep, and I'm going to let you have it. Oh, sorry. All right. Let's get back on track here.
Just a little detour back to what we was talking about.
Oh, to tell you where Nate is, though, where is it?
He is in Force Continuum, which is being put on by Cohesion Theater.
Thank you.
It was directed by Roz, and it was written by a woman named Kia Cawthorn, right? Cawthorn.
Cawthorn is Roz.
Okay. So yeah, so that's happening. This is the last weekend.
Yeah. So it's a show tonight, and then there's a show tomorrow night,
Right.
and a show Sunday at 12. So tomorrow night at 8, tonight at 8, tomorrow night at 8, and Sunday at 12. I got it out. And congratulations. I just might as well say that since I'm hosting the show. The Artist Exchange is nominated for Grinder of the Year in radio.
Snap, yes.
It's like, no, congratulations.
We got a phone call? Oh.
What?
Oh, time clock. Yes, we have to take a break shortly and pay some bills, but we'll be right back. Don't forget, this is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BExposedRadio.com. You are welcome to join the conversation. You can do that one of two ways. There's a phone number, 410-702-5657, or you can text in your comment to 443-642-9403. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break. Or,
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah!
Let's rock this jungle.
Fresh air,
What a glorious morning.
clean water,
Woohoo! This is great.
and endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to
believe
do is turn
this.
onto Marcy
and Brett
Avenue.
just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't
Then
really
drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show. I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival.
Okay.
This is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party, and they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote, and we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
This show is back live again tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the guest is?
I don't. I can find out, though. Give me just a few seconds.
Co-host.
Yep.
every Friday and Saturday. But for the interview is in the building. Priya, help me with your last name.
Bhayana.
I did say it right.
Mm-hmm.
Bhayana. She is from Bromo. Don't tell me. I know it. Arts District. Bad,
exactly.
Do y'all use that? Because somebody
we used it before. We used it for our film series last year.
Is her mic on?
Hello.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
Awesome. Used it for a film series.
Yeah, last year our film series, we kind of rebranded it this year because we weren't, I guess, totally sure about the bad thing. But this last year was called Real Bad, like REEL, like film reels. And this year we're just calling Bromo Film Nights to give a better sense of what happens that night, which is like there's some music, there's food, there's films. It's just a big event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's fun.
So is it a collective event? Is it a lot of events?
Yeah, so the film series goes from end of June to end of September.
Because didn't I read somewhere that it had something to do with the Light Up Lexington?
Yeah, the Bromo Arts District works with Lexington Market to do Light Up Lexington, and then the film series is a separate thing.
It's a
Bromo
thing.
event.
When is that? The film series?
It starts on the last Wednesday of June, which I should know the date. I can look it up on my calendar.
Well, should you know the date?
Oh man. Yeah, so actually we're toying around with either the 22nd or 29th right now, trying to figure that out.
So let's get the what is that phrase? How does it go? The
rundown.
Well, not the rundown. The stuff that came out of the way, so we can talk about the good stuff
Sure,
that
great.
Bromo does.
Yep.
The press release.
Yep.
That came out today.
Mm-hmm.
You want to explain?
Sure, yeah. So I am officially stepping down as director of the Bromo Arts District.
Okay.
Wow.
And my last day is June 3rd. And I'm the first director. It was a new organization when I started. And yeah, I mean, personally, I'm leaving to work on some consulting stuff and just freelance.
Well, it says here you have the Oak Hill Center for Education and Culture.
Yeah. So that's
which is probably like your baby.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's babies.
Okay.
Or baby. It's a group of, it changes a lot. I think it's probably about 12 people now that have been working on developing this center to talk about like people's history. We did a project, this like timeline of the neighborhood that the center's in, which is Midway in East Baltimore.
Okay.
And yeah, so I've been trying to get more involved in the work that Oak Hill's been doing, which is like intensely reading a lot of like social justice literature and kind of dissecting it and doing exhibitions around it and working with the neighborhood that Oak Hill's in.
So after June 3rd, we won't lose touch with you. You're just won't be with Bromo.
I'm in Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know
I love this city.
from your bio, you did more things with Micah, AmeriCorps.
Yeah, I actually moved so I'm from Annapolis, but then I went to college, and then I moved to Chicago for a couple of years and was trying to, figure out I thought I wanted to be an architect. So I was working at this architecture firm there, but then I started interning at this community arts center in Chicago and just found that kind of work much more fulfilling. And
cool.
And so then, I found this AmeriCorps position working in Greenmount West, which is a neighborhood that's now in like the Station North
area.
And so I worked a lot with the Arts District when I was there, and yeah, and then I ended up working in development at Micah, and then the Bromo job came up, and it was kind of this perfect opportunity to start this new arts district and really like help define the vision for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so 3 years later, since you started, how would you sum up your experience?
It's been awesome. I mean, the beauty of it, because it was new, is a lot of the first year was about just getting to know the neighborhood. I mean, I knew it pretty well already, but just getting to know all of the players in it. And it was cool because the first year was a lot about working with the arts organizations, but also the merchants. And the Bromo district has a huge wealth of like amazing long-term like legacy merchants that, you know, they've been open forever despite, you know, sort of like fluctuating customers, and are just really dedicated to the neighborhood. So it was an awesome experience of just like getting to know all the cool stuff that's happening basically.
So after this experience, how will you take what you learned and what you brought to Bromo and continue it?
That's a great question. I think I have really, that's really good. Yeah. I have really learned how to, basically I've just become a really good listener. I'm totally speaking from like the personal perspective, but just like not making any assumptions, and not trying to forge ahead with one specific vision that maybe not everyone's on board with. And really just, I think that's the role of like a community organizer, is like you really just listen deeply to people's needs.
Right.
And the job definitely taught me that, because with like a new organization starting in this area, you just have to really get to deeply know people.
Was this your first time being a part of a board of directors oriented organization?
In this way, yeah. So in Greenmount West, when I was an AmeriCorps member, I did work with like a board of residents. And so that was completely different, because I was a community organizer, and I was hired by like the community association. Right. And so just the level of, it was just so different. Like the level of dedication for the community association, it's like people that live there, people that own businesses there, they're there for the long haul. Right. And then transitioning to this board with Bromo, where it's more people representing like institutions and organizations, it's just kind of a different feel.
Was it different outcomes? Basically, they wanted to see different outcomes out of it, more business flourishment.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to say it.
Because the other word I was going to use was literally was not like, nice.
You know, people wanting to figure out how to decrease their energy bills, and like organizing around that, and then wanting block parties and doing that sort of thing. And then Bromo's been a lot more like, how do we get more people to the area, this area that's been like, you know, disinvested and for a while. So yeah, it's definitely a different mix of people, but I think ultimately like similar goals of just wanting to, you know, feeling proud of their neighborhood and really wanting to like rep the neighborhood and like get people excited about it.
One of my things is that I hope it doesn't fall off. We have a lot of people that like to commit to things in this city in particular that may last 4 or 5 years, 6 years, but then they fall off and corruption takes over.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's the whole pitch of The Wire, the famous Wire.
I still see myself as really dedicated. And in fact, in some ways, like moving, I think I finally really, really feel just like a Baltimore resident and like super proud of the city. And I've met such amazing people that have been doing amazing, like grassroots, limited budgets, limited to like no budget stuff.
Yeah.
That I almost feel a little more invested now. Just being like a person and like a resident of Baltimore and doing and doing stuff.
So I want to ask you this question though too, because are you sticking around to the 3rd of June to perhaps train and help the new person?
Yeah. So we're looking right now at getting like an interim person.
Oh, so you're helping with the candidate?
Oh yeah, totally. it's like a totally cordial, friendly.
Well, that just helped me with my next question because I was wondering if it was like bad feelings.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. It's just like it's very like a very personal decision of wanting to define things on like a individual basis. And no, it's great. My board's awesome. It's just, we're gonna find like an interim person to really help like frame everything, and then find a long-term person to carry on that vision. Yeah. Okay.
That's good. That's good. Do you get a lot of city grants? I mean, were there a lot of city grants that like help from the city? Because I know they say they help a lot of the nonprofits, but I find that they fall short because it's a lot of red tape.
Yeah, it's funny because we are like the Arts District are the state designated thing, and so I did really think going into it that we would get some city funding
or more help at least
funding, and we did. We definitely got assistance from the city, and we had more. Being an Arts District, we have more access to like Baltimore Development Corporation, that kind of thing. But I mean, it illuminated two things. One of which was it's really hard to get. Even as an arts district, like to get on the budget and to try to really like get this government support.
The $2.3 billion budget.
Right, exactly. And it's like, that was difficult. But then I really think about like, what about the organizations that don't have those connections? It's even harder for them. I mean, it's...
Especially with that chicken office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. I can read right between those lines.
Yeah,
she's almost gone. We have Priya, Bhayana in the studio with us right now, talking to us about the Bromo. Okay, what is it?
Bromo Arts District.
No, I know that.
Oh, sorry.
This is Bromo Tower Arts and Entertainment Incorporated. Is that the official name?
Yeah. So the state designates, the city applies, and then the state applies to get designation. The state says, you've got designation, and then they kind of leave it up to you how to manage it.
Okay.
So in our case, and in actually, it's kind of unique to Baltimore, we form separate nonprofits. So like Bromo has its own nonprofit, Station North has its own nonprofit, but most places in like the 26 arts districts in Maryland, they
26.
function under, there's 26 all throughout Maryland. They function through their like business development organization or their economic development organization. So Baltimore's a little bit different in that way that we formed our own like nonprofit to do that. So that's okay. And we kind of distinguish between like the arts district is a neighborhood.
What is Bromo?
Bromo is the
so like a
so the Bromo Tower, which is at Lombard in Utah, that big like clock tower, is how the original committee that organized the arts district decided to mark the district, because it's this tower you can see from everywhere. It's a landmark, and it's an arts anchor. And so
I got it.
Yeah. So we they sort of use that as the arts anchor.
Because it wasn't what I thought it was, being in that area.
Oh.
But I won't go there.
Okay, good.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just the name of the corporation that used to have that tower.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen the tower before.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
You have any questions, Alma? I do have more. I just wanted to give you
Not yet. I'm sure I'll be inspired at some point.
Bromo Film Nights created I'm reading from the article that was in the Baltimore Sun today that announced that you were stepping down.
Yep.
I wish I would have been more involved in Bromo, period, because I didn't know anything about it until probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And we've been in this office for 2 years.
Yeah.
I also work in Mount Vernon and knew nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
right on Charles Street and
working on more.
What's the street I work on? In Madison. Charles and Madison.
Yep, right there.
So Bromo Films created Light Up Lexington, which happened yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Wednesday.
Which I was trying to go to, but I didn't. I had to be here for some reason. I was waiting for someone that never showed. I was waiting for someone that never showed. Light Up Lexington at Lexington Market. But I did see a video that Nate posted on his page, which was really good of the entertainment.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Light Up Lexington. So kind of what I was talking about with the first.
You need some more water?
Sure. Yeah. It's okay. I'm cold or something.
I'm telling you, the wine would have.
Does that sound smoother? All right, well, I'll try that next. So we really wanted to build on existing stuff that was happening in the neighborhood instead of, again, like just coming. Thank you so much. Instead of just coming in and making new programming.
Mm-hmm.
So Lexington Market, we wanted to recognize Lexington Market as a super important, like, historic space, as a cultural space, and I think it's like that distinction is important. Like it is.
How many of them has happened so far?
This was the fifth.
The fifth.
Yep. Okay. So just recognizing that it is a cultural space. It's so significant to so many people in the area, and wanting to do.
It's not me.
No, not you.
It's not me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Once they do the remodel, I'll try to come back.
Yeah.
But.
I think it's one of the realest parts of Baltimore.
I just feel like I'm gonna catch scabies.
I feel like if you want to come to Baltimore and you want to know what a hodgepodge the city is, Lexington Market has
of different cultures.
It all. Yes. Yeah. From
really
the doctors who come in at lunchtime to eat to the people who need help on the streets.
What are the people?
The people standing and preaching with their terrible pictures on cardboard.
I didn't realize. I just found out. I took a fun little tour with someone from the historical, like the heritage area. That space where people are sort of like proselytizing has always been. It used to be like the first space ever that there was sort of like a free speech zone.
Really?
So it's continued that history, which I think is pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
We got to take a break, though. When we come back, we have Priya Bhayana in the building, and we're chatting with her about Bromo arts and everything else, arts and culture, right here on the Arts Exchange, taken over by Talk Lately, myself. And we got more on BeExposedRadio.com. Hey everybody, it's Monny, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monny, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website.
Check out this flashback on Gangsta Goddess Radio Show.
You are true to yourself. You walk that, and you walk it with your head up because, yes, I have this gangster in me. I can do this. I will persevere. I will keep moving. We have Black women who are dealing with mental issues. We have Black women who are dealing with health issues. We have Black women who are dealing with self-esteem issues. Well, we have Black women who are just dealing with issues, child. So as you try to figure out, why am I here? What's my purpose? And that can bring you down. And you have to find that, oh no, you gotta be gangster enough to say, oh no, boo-boo, not today. You will not get me. I am here. I can take a punch and keep it moving. But I can also give one. Don't get it twisted. And then go in and fix my makeup. Get the lip gloss popping, put the wrap on, and keep it moving. So that is that gangster goddess. That's where I find the balance. So you have to know when to bring it out, each side, because I can give it to you either way, because I am Mother of Truth. You're the unicorn, you're magical Negro, you're gangster goddess, and I am here. So thank you so much for your question. Feel free to text us again, and the number is 443-642-9403. But I hope we answered that for you.
For this and more, be sure to tune in to Gangsta Goddess Radio Show every Tuesday from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there a lies button?
Somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, how dare you? You filthy ass animal. Get the hell out of my house. It was a problem. Because it's like, clearly, you don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all? Because that's a problem for me, too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabril just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to, I'd have been like, what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama, and I'm in the studio this evening with Monny of Talk Lately, who's busy trying to get his Facebook Live together.
Talk Lately.
Talk Lately. I can bring out a couple of them. I got a little bit of talent somewhere in these bones, And then we have Miss Priya by Bhayana. I was gonna F it up when I tried it. Bhayana. So we've been talking about, Priya has been for the last 3 years the sitting chair of the Bromo Arts Executive Director.
Right.
Sorry.
That would be a title.
Okay. Executive Director of the Bromo Arts District, Bromo Arts District. She's stepping down. This announcement was made today. She's just been taking us through her life lessons, the things she's learned, the things that she's taking with her, any of the things you're going to leave behind.
Tell us about the Young Cultural Innovator.
Yeah, so that's an interesting program. So there's this forum called Salzburg Global Forum.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get the year wrong, but they started in the 60s, I think, post kind of like World War II conflict. And the whole reason they started in Salzburg, Austria, was to basically help not have that conflict happen again. Mm-hmm. And so they started doing these forums, and a lot of them were really like political focused. And they did 12 a year where they brought in like experts from all around, experts from all around the world to talk about like global issues. So they have everything from like environmental sustainability to like warfare, and it runs the gamut. And so what they started 2 years ago is this Young Cultural Innovators program, where they basically reached out to different cities that they thought there was like some interesting cultural activity happening, and talked to like leaders in the cultural scene to identify young, as in 25 to 35-year-olds, people that were doing like cultural work. Mm-hmm. So they, with the intent of like over 10 years, creating these hubs of folks that could do this like knowledge sharing and like, help support each other and build each other up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So they, in 2014, I was part of the first cohort of 5 people that went over to Salzburg, Austria, and did this really intensive, like, personal development stuff. So it was everything from, like, how do you prioritize your work? How do you talk about your values? How do you market yourself? What technology needs do you have in your job or in your work? Really, it's not even job specific. And I guess the first year was really successful. So they brought a new cohort on last year, and they want to basically find funding to do it for the next 8 years, and then have, like, see what could happen if you're really, like, intensely professionally developing people from different cities. So yeah, that's kind of what it was about. And I think they're still trying to figure out exactly what it will look like, but yeah, the idea is that we'll all work together to continue to support each other. Yeah.
Are you still serving on the University of Maryland Baltimore Council?
Yeah, I really did that more as, like, a Bromo representative, so I'm
Okay.
not sure what'll happen after that,
Right.
but it's a totally new arts council. The University of Maryland, first time they've ever done an arts council, and they really want to serve, like, the students and the faculty there and help them get to know Baltimore better. And I think part of it is, like, how do you attract students? You have to, promote the city that they're in, and recognizing that, like, culture is probably
So
one
did
of the
y'all
best ways
have
to do
arms
that.
in school, in different schools and stuff like that, to pull out the artists and stuff like that for the different branches?
Yeah, not as much. Like, it's pretty new. I think, I want to say the council's probably like a year and a half old now.
Okay.
And so they're still, like, figuring out who exactly to recruit and doing like test programs, like experimenting with stuff to figure out how to really get students and faculty members and doctors and everything like that engaged in the city. Yeah. So I think they're still kind of figuring that out, and it made sense to have Bromo
That's one
there.
of the things that I find difficult about nonprofits in Baltimore and in Maryland. A lot of people start these nonprofits, but they really don't know the background of operating a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, most nonprofits, especially if a 501c3, you should be more between a 501c3 and a 501c6. We should be more member based, whether it's free membership or paid membership.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you really don't have a foundation for continuing to grow.
Yeah, you totally need that membership. Otherwise, it's just people doing things in there. I mean, it's just a council of the university, so it's not like its own nonprofit or anything like that. But I think they're still trying to figure out, like, who to.
I find that how are you supposed to proceed moving and getting new eyes on things if you don't have a recruitment effort?
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, they did a pretty good job recruiting the first year, but they're talking about that right now.
Good.
How to, like, really get students that, not just students that are interested, but students that are connected, that see, like,
again, it
understand
money.
The city. Like, you really need that.
Money.
And it takes some money, to do the programming that they do.
But not really. Because I find that if you really care about what you're doing, and then a lot of people say street team. I used to be one of those people. Like, a couple years ago with doing this radio station, I used to always try to force that effort. I got it.
Yeah.
Force the issue of that we need a street team. We need people out on the street.
Right.
But we are the street team.
Right.
We just need to coordinate together to be a nice council.
Yep.
That's a great word. A council to promote each other.
Yep. No, I totally agree. I think there's this like conception when you start a new nonprofit of, like, you need to get out into the community and you need to, like, get to know everybody. And it's like, actually, there are already people on the ground that it doesn't even take any work for them to know people. They're just already doing stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think things are moving in that direction. Like, Bromo's definitely, like, we formed a programming committee full of people that already, they don't need to form, like, a street team because they're already doing stuff and, like, they already know people.
Right.
And I think that's the key, like, not assuming that, or not trying to create something new.
Right.
You're just, like, accessing people's audiences that already exist. Basically.
We have to break, but we'll be right back. The Artist Exchange.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council. Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Teriyaki chicken spot right there, and I wanted that for lunch so bad today. Look, it stopped raining.
What?
It stopped raining. Like the sun looked like it was getting ready to burst out the clouds at like 12 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And the marching band came out. Like they was ready to perform. They was it was going down the street performing, and it just started pouring down.
Oh no, that's the worst.
They thought it was over. Like we could get started. We could get started.
Oh, that's the worst. Did the hat contest get canceled?
Huh?
Did the hat contest get canceled?
That was today?
Usually it's the first day.
I didn't.
Well, no, we're on air. We've been on air since you said the sun burst open. It's cool. I thought it was a great story I thought it was a good story for the audience. I didn't want to interrupt you. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Amma. The voice you heard when we came in was Monny telling his story about how he tried to go to the flower mart. Oh my goodness, don't die. Not here. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. So he tried to go to the flower mart, and of course it got rained out. So we are here in the studio.
We went everything.
Yes, it did. Very terrible.
Messy. Good thing that wasn't live.
So we're here live in the studio with Priya. Bhayana. I like the flow. It's a very nice name.
So many A's. My middle name has so many A's.
I love it.
It's too much.
I like A's. My name starts with an A and ends with an A.
Yeah, that's a good name.
All right. So we were talking about the what did we leave off on? We're talking about
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to recover from choking. I was trying to hold it in because if I start talking, I'm gonna choke again. It went down the wrong pipe.
We were talking about the Young Art Collective.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the art. You're right.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Maryland, the University of Maryland, Baltimore's Council for Arts and Culture.
Yes.
And I was, Priya, I can't. Can you do it, Rachel?
So, we were talking about the Arts Council and what were we saying? I know it was the Art Council, and then it was we were
in the middle of talking about the nonprofit.
Right, being prepared to have a nonprofit. That's what was in my head. Okay. My little leaderboard.
I think a lot of people kind of jump immediately to that, like forming a nonprofit thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I think there's more. Sometimes you can like form more, just like a bigger sort of base before you jump to that. Because running a nonprofit, like it automatically takes you to this other level. Like you have taxes to do, and you have all this filing and grant reporting, and it's tough because it's like, oh, well, we have to make money, so we've got to like.
If you want to continue to receive those funds,
right.
But I think there are other ways, like you're talking about sponsorship stuff.
Yes.
I mean, I think there are other ways, and there are examples of organizations that have, not necessarily needed to form that nonprofit.
They could have still stayed a profit-based business, but just going nonprofit.
Totally.
It's just because you're in a charitable or a charitable organization doesn't mean you have to be a nonprofit. You can be a profit center and still make charitable contributions.
Yeah.
And you can form both. You can be both.
Yeah.
You can have a charitable arm and a profitable arm, a revenue geared and a profit geared business. It's just that you got to learn how to delineate between the both.
Yep. No, it's true. Yeah, it takes a lot.
I just hope, because I've worked in nonprofits all my entire career. Like I'm an accountant, so I've never veered away from doing nonprofit accounting. So, because I like nonprofit accounting because I understand the benefits of charities, and I like to see how the money is being used. I like to see what it's paying for. I like that aspect of the accounting portion of doing financials for nonprofits versus doing it for corporations, where it's all your financial statements can be 27 pages long. I don't have that much time in my day to be doing all that kind of stuff. My financial statements are 27 pages if I include my investments, but they are 10 pages at the most. And we stop right there because all I got to do is tell you, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. I got 6 departments. That's it.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's my budget. Here's what we spent. And I just don't understand how but when you have a charitable organization, you don't have that construct of understanding that you are here to be charitable. You are here to not profit off of your business. You want to make your business sustainable. Yes. You want to be able to show your board of directors we are growing, but not profiting.
Right.
You got to be able to make an endowment against what you need in the future to continue to run, and whether it's to continue to run or you're trying to buy a building to continue to run. Right. Totally. Which is what that's where I first heard about Bromo. Oh yeah. Your organization was buying buildings.
So the Baltimore Development Corporation, which is like the city's real estate agency, they basically put together a couple packages for buildings in the Bromo district.
Okay.
And so they were just releasing them to anybody. Anybody could apply, but the application was like super lengthy, and it was our mission to connect artists to those properties and try to figure out how they could apply, get financing. So we did a couple of like workshops and panels on like what are all the steps you need to put together a successful application. And it's kind of like necessarily tied up in real estate, because if you want it to be an arts district, you need to make sure that artists are actually like owning things and they have
to be profitable,
occupying spaces, and like are in a place where they can really stay in the neighborhood. So that
because no one wants a floor closure. Please, no one wants a floor closure.
Yeah, no one wants to get kicked out of their rental space. And, I mean, that's a big threat too.
Yeah.
So we've been doing some work around like trying to get artists and cultural organizations to navigate that process. Because that's kind of what it really comes down to is you can have an arts district, but if you can't figure out how to make the arts organization sustainable, then you're just going to end up with a bunch of like
vacant spaces,
either vacant or like chain places, where there should be arts organizations.
Yeah.
So I think that over the past year we have been trying to like do more of that.
That's back to the art though.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Graffiti's not always bad.
Hey Keisha. Where did I want to go with this? Oh, I know what I needed to do. Sorry. Tomorrow's topic on the Artist Exchange and the note of success. Is that like
the note of success?
I think he was feeling bad about his phone not working. Nate broke his note.
Oh no.
No.
Nate, you broke your note, Nate. Let me see. You broke it. Wait, you broke your note.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, in the note of success, and Genius Jones is the guest.
Is the guest tomorrow. He's a performance artist. What does he do? Like, he's a contortionist. Isn't that the word?
Right? Yeah, contortionist is the word, but I don't know if that's what he is.
I just made that up. I don't know him.
That's not what I do.
A performance artist is a very broad term.
Did I ask this question already? I don't follow along with this little script he gave me. How did the Bromo Arts District get started? You answered that.
No, that's actually, that's a good question. So the arts districts get started. It's kind of complicated. Like, basically someone needs to decide that they want this area to be an arts district and needs to like really champion the effort, because it's you basically have to like put together this really long application and then apply to the city, and then the city has to accept it and then apply to the state. So it requires, it required, and this is before my time, but I've looked at the application. It's like you have to have all sorts of data on the neighborhood, and you have to show that there are so many cultural organizations in the area. So you have to do like a lot of legwork to even get that started, and you have to show that there are people dedicated to it. So
how do you show people's dedication?
I mean, a lot of it is letters, like in
a lot of people showing up to fill out that application.
No, you're totally right. It's like letters of support from people.
Okay.
That kind of thing. Yeah. So it's showing up for this application. It's like getting a bunch of letters of support, showing that the artists in the neighborhood are interested in having an arts district. And
I asked that question because a lot of the artists that I know are like, what's the word? Lazy.
Oh man.
Because they work when they get inspired. If you're not inspired, then you're just laying around, doing
it does kind of require like someone.
It's good if you can sell a $50,000 painting and then sit around and do whatever you want until it's time to sell the next $50,000 painting.
$50,000 painting would be awesome.
Right?
Me too. I'm gonna go home and paint something tonight.
Yeah. But it does require someone that's like it's usually like someone that has a job that somehow they're already invested in the neighborhood.
Right.
Like in Bromo's case, it was someone from Hippodrome Theater, which is in the district, someone from Downtown Partnership, Everyman Theater, like all coming together. But it's in their interest because like they have.
Right.
This is a question from Nate. Tell us more about the major cultural centers in this district.
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. So down south, like by the Bromo Tower, is sort of more, a lot of people call it like the theater district. So Hippodrome's there, which has always been like a huge anchor in the district.
Right.
And they do like a Broadway touring theater.
Still haven't been
shows.
in
there. Everyone's there. You haven't been there?
I have never been in there.
But they're they have a new director. I want to say he's been there like 2 years, and he comes from like a community arts district type background from Florida, and he's really interested in figuring out ways that people can use the Hippodrome more as like a community facility.
Yeah,
so he's like actively trying to figure that out.
Where in Florida he comes from? I'm from Jacksonville.
She's from Jacksonville.
Orlando,
that's what
okay.
Orlando. He's not from Jacksonville.
He doesn't know you. Oh my goodness.
He never heard of you.
Well, theater world is very small. Theater world in Florida, very small.
You're not even on the on-call list.
Listen, sir, drink your wine and stop hating on me.
Call him up. I think he has some Florida pride.
Yes.
You get somewhere with that.
Yes.
Oh.
Totally.
See, look at that.
Maybe you can get a casting or something.
Oh, they don't do local shows there. I do. Oh, cool. And that's part of that. And so that's what you were saying is he's thinking about turning it into something with the community connect, because they only do touring shows. They only
touring.
That's kind of how they sustain themselves.
Right.
But they're trying to figure out how.
But that's how they bring the big crowds in. But I think they need to do something like what's that play you were in? Where Nate got naked.
Oh my God!
What was it?
I know that
Insurrection.
I know you.
Yes.
I know that I know you, and it's from that play.
Yes.
Okay, that was an amazing play.
Thank you.
Oh,
Insurrection.
So
that's what it was.
Insurrection.
You can't get the meaning of the play from the name because you straight go to biblical terms, but it's not. It's like about Civil War. I don't know. I didn't see it.
No, you didn't. No, it's about Nat Turner and his rebellion.
Yep.
So, Priya, we got to go to break.
Oh man.
So this is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We are so glad that you're with us tonight. Please make sure you stay tuned. We have our open house coming on May 14th from 12 to 5. It's our extended show. It's open to the public. So we ask that you stop here at 110 East Lexington Street and give us a holler. We'll be right back after these short messages. We got to pay the bills, but don't forget you can call in at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403.
Yep. And we're on YouTube live, broadcasting live right now, as well as on Facebook Live on my page, the Talk Lately Show page, as well. What? Why are you pointing at me?
No, he's pointing at the clock. It's time to go. We'll be right back, y'all.
Talk Lately back May 17th at 7 p.m. Gotta plug myself, stupid. Thank you.
Awesome. What time is it?
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny. A lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Brigashaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committing suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught you just run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it. So
the wrong attitude to have.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind.
Everything.
Right.
And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military because you're told when to get up, when to work out, what to eat, when to play. All right, now you got a curfew, you got to be in the bed by this time. You do it for years and years, and all of a sudden, bam, it's done. So what do you do?
Right.
So just like in a military to have with PTSD. We similar have that because we so used to having a certain way. And I remember watching this Brian Gumbel on HBO, was like years ago, and a guy would act like he was getting dressed, a real good football player, would walk his daughter to the bus stop, and he would come back in the house, close the curtains, and just sit there because he didn't know how else to handle himself. Because he was so used to being told what to do because our schedules are laid out. By this time, you got to do this. By this time, you got to do this. Eat at this time, back on the field. So,
hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. Artist Exchange Live. The Artist Exchange. Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
I'ma have started early in the morning. Welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. We're here on this frigid spring day. I'm not complaining because I'm making pretend as if it's.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Throw it up, throw it up. Watch it all fall out. Throw it up, throw it up.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. Hello, everybody. This is the Artist Exchange Radio. Yes, Publi. The Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama. We are very, very, after this drink, I think we'll be Bar Ama. So we'll be having a really good time. Yes. So we're in the studio with Monny of Talk Lately.
Oh, this is delicious.
Isn't it though?
I like this.
I am a fan of Verdi. That's what they gave us when we got married. It was like
I used to drink it all the time
for weeks. It was awesome.
But I didn't know it was.
You can't. It's one of the only alcohols you can't put in the freezer.
Yeah, because I just recently got hooked onto the bubbling.
Yeah, you can't.
The bubbling wine.
Yes.
I just got recently hooked onto the bubbling wines.
Very good.
I think by Sharon of Baltimore Fashion Week and Fashion Umbrella.
Yes, Miss Sharon.
We were going around shopping.
I didn't introduce the other person in the theater.
Soul food spot in
wow.
Owens Mills.
I don't know.
Oh, that food used to be so good.
It's an old spot?
No, it was like probably 2 years.
Mm.
I want to go to Granny's now. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Granny's. Anyone? I haven't been to Granny. I cheat on Fridays and Saturdays on my diet. I am 32 pounds down.
Yes, 32 pounds.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
This neck right here, it will not be there next year. Okay. But we're back on the Artist Exchange.
Yes,
and we're
we
live
are.
until 9 o'clock. Priya, oh my gosh, how I messed it up.
That's my fault. I'm sorry. You caught my
Priya
disease.
Bhayana is in the building with us, and we're talking on the Arts Exchange about arts, entertainment, and the rest of the culture of this city that we live in.
Reminds me of Bahia.
She works at currently until June 3rd at the Bromo Art District, which is www.bromodistrict.org. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you want to get more information on them. At Be Exposed is our Twitter and Instagram name.
And at the Artist Exchange.
_ Artist Exchange is this show's Twitter handle and Instagram handle, as well as on Facebook, just all those names. So that was for Facebook Live and for the show's purposes. Look, the phone lines are open too. You can give us a call and be on the air with us at 410-702-5657, 410-702-5657, or text me. Always willing to talk to people by text. You want to be secretive bastards. 443-642-9403.
Not everyone has the confidence of voice.
642-9403. I just made this commercial. I'm going to start doing the voiceover work for the station.
Oh, okay.
I think I am.
I like that.
Because I find myself very funny. And I think you guys do too.
That he does.
But if you don't agree with me, you can let me know. It ain't going to stop me. But I'll
You're just gonna give a fake number.
Yeah.
Let me know. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
So, Force Continuum.
It's the play that Nate is in.
Thank you.
At Cohesion Theater with Cohesion Theater Company at the Evangelical Church. Is that what it is?
That's why I didn't go.
Because you're here? So it's in a church?
Right.
Right. Yes, he has to be careful which thresholds he crosses.
That's it.
I get that.
I get invited to churches like 4 times every week. And but that's how you know when somebody don't listen to your show.
Right.
Because then they would know how I feel about that and organized crime.
Okay.
Word.
Get you.
Those things are the same.
Huh?
Huh? What?
What's the same?
What?
Okay. Sorry, cousin, because I know, how you feel about it. But that's how I feel about it. And I'm only here to stay in my own truth.
I don't feel that way about religion. I just feel that way about organized religion. Because there's a difference between being someone who believes in something and being a part of a group of people who have an agenda.
Totally.
Wow, that's a good point. There is a difference between organized religion and religion.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I find is that they all have a singular, not purpose, but singular point of coming together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's around that word God.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. That's as far as I'm going to go with that because I really don't
This
care.
isn't Talk Lately.
What do we have next?
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to read. I don't know what I put that up there and I just can't
read
see it.
Oh no.
Big Exposed Radio's open house is on Saturday, May 14th from 12 to 5.
Yep.
The after party is held at the Rumba Tropical Lounge directly after the open house. We plan on having a blast there.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to the Rumba, Cinco de Mayo.
What? I'm getting my dance on.
But when we come back, we have Priya Bhayana in the building, and we're going to continue our talking with her right here on BigExposedRadio.com and the Artist Exchange live.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are the three things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy Avenue. Just broke up and go past the first three lights and then take the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I chuckled about that a couple of times. We are back on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We are so glad you are with us this evening. This voice you're hearing now is Big Mama Ama. We have in the studio with us Monty, who just hooked up his Facebook Live, so y'all get to it with his sexy face. He hit y'all with the duck face. I hope y'all were ready for it. Oh, that was powerful. I'm feeling it over here. We have Miss Priya Bhayana in the studio with us. She is the current executive. What was the title? Executive Director of the Bromo Arts District. She is stepping down, so they are beginning the process of looking for someone new. So if you're interested, you should do what? Okay.
BromoDistrict.org.
Okay. You should send your resume to bromodistrict.org.
Check it out.
Yes.
Your email address?
info@bromodistrict.org.
All right. Make sure you put in the subject line, I want to be a director. So we'll see what you
That's what she said.
That's good. Nice. No, that's good. I liked it. That was good.
Mm-hmm. So, what are the qualifications for someone? What are you looking for in someone to come in?
That's a good question because
I know
if they're up my alley, I'll apply.
Since we share a sun sign, there are some things I understand.
You gotta let go.
I'm very busy.
And when we're ready to let go of something, we're ready to let go, but we don't want to just let it go. It has to be taken care of.
Such a control.
Right.
Is it an 8 to 4 or a 9 to 5 or is it flexible?
It's 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I mean, no, I know, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, but is the hours like?
Yeah, the hours are
my
like
executive director at my
9 to 5.
nonprofit. She works 8 to 4 or 7:30 to 3:30, and then she go home, so she's on her laptop all the time.
Oh yeah, that's me too.
But
yeah, technically it's like 9 to 5 thing, but
okay.
I mean, I think a successful person has to be all in, basically. Like has to be like sincerely interested in going to basically all of the events.
Right.
And if you're not into that, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. Like if you're not passionate about like the shows that are happening in the district and
have staff?
We have 2 interns and then an event coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all kind of like independent contractors. So right now it's just me like as the staff person. But we have 2 awesome interns. They're so dedicated. And then Olivia is the event coordinator, and she just gets stuff done. Don't worry, I don't even know.
Shit done.
No, literally, if she's the coordinator, she's getting it done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I think probably the most important thing is like someone that's genuinely passionate about the arts in Baltimore is like so necessary.
But see, I think that just to throw this in there, it needs to be a cooperative of things they need to be good at.
Oh, for sure.
Not just the events is very important because that's the construct of the business, but also the business.
Right. You got to be able to fill
you
out
have to be
paperwork
organized,
and,
detail oriented.
Deadlines matter.
You have to know how to use Excel.
Right.
Like that kind of deadlines, very important.
Matter.
Like all sorts of grant deadlines. You have to be okay,
So-
like going in front of people and talking about your stuff and like being passionate.
So how could me and her
I saw you do that on purpose. That was weird.
That's true.
be more say for instance we wanted to help you if you were staying on past June 3rd and we wanted to engage more on a deeper level, more so like an intern or joining the behind the scenes. How could we do that? Not just being the executive director, but helping the process move forward.
Yeah, contacting, like I have a lot of the stuff we do, and
we know her. I mean, for our portion.
And I'm still going to be connected. I mean, I live like a block outside the district. I'm still like I'm involved with a lot of the different arts organizations, like Annex. Like I'm still going to do stuff with them.
Annex.
So good. And like we try to really work with people that are like open and all that stuff. Internships. We have a bunch of people that volunteer. Actually, we had this one woman who volunteered for a bunch of events, and then now she's an intern.
Okay.
And is super involved, and she's gonna like take on a couple more hours this summer. So it's just literally contacting. Like I never don't respond to any. Obviously, anyone that's interested has a place.
Right. See, being a full service accountant, I would try to lend those kind of services to help the organization prosper.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can deal with an accountant. I just can't deal with y'all. So I'm just like, that's how
all
I
the
feel.
drama
That's serious. That was a serious note. If you know an accountant, they can deal with you. But he can't deal with y'all. They can't deal with y'all. We are recluse because we have so much stuff on our minds, numbers, budgets, and everything. My door is always closed. And then my boss used to have not an issue with it, but I had to make her understand, look, if you want these numbers to come out right, I'm going to have to close this door. It's going to stay closed. Every time I come in, I close my door. But I have open door policy. Knock first. Not just open my door and come in.
Open, kind of. Yeah, we have actually one of my favorite, and I always say it's like one of my favorite committees is our finance committee, because we have an accountant who she works for Everyman Theater, and she volunteers her time for the finance committee, and I'm just like, God, we got so much done. Like, like it's just numbers and it's like so good. And so efficient. And I love it. Just makes shit happen.
Damn, how long I'm 18 years in.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing finance for 18 years.
That's so awesome. Yeah.
And now I'm the associate executive director of finance and organizational services. So
very fancy. I put that on a business card. But.
Look, it is on my business card though. Look.
Oh my gosh. They really went through and put all those letters on there. That's
all
crazy.
of them.
The woman who is the accountant for the hotel has also been doing it about 20 years. And she unfortunately, where we sit now, sits in the middle of just a bullpen. So she has there's no way for her to close herself off. No. So what she whenever our general manager isn't there, she's like, oh, I got so much done today because he wasn't talking to me.
I get more done after 5:00 than all day long because there's too many people coming and asking me questions, reading emails all day. I don't like that. I don't like that part of my job. I really don't.
Emailing people back and forth when we are office away. People really do expect like
immediate.
Well, I guess I gotta take time from like the grant that I'm writing
because you can get it on your phone now, right?
Yep. It's like I know you have a smartphone, or like I sent you something and I have like I know you saw that email.
Right,
like, that's not cool.
I'm getting ready to write this telecommuting policy, so I might have to, and I'm against telecommuting. I mean, I'm not against it. I allow if you can work that way. I only live 10 minutes away from here. I'm right in Sewebo, so I don't need the telecommute.
Yeah,
I'm going to telecommute back home 10 minutes away when I can just come to my office.
Yeah,
I'm not into that. But we're getting ready to write a telecommuting process, and I might take it up though. Take up the offer because
if you have the flexibility, it's nice. Like I work from cafes, and honestly, that's kind of great. Like,
and that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would do that. I
It wouldn't
wouldn't
be
work
about
at
the
home.
people, right?
I would go.
Yeah, at home I'm not productive. I'm like
I'm not. No,
there's not enough going on.
especially
But
from
cafes,
12,
like there are people all around.
I'm not productive from 12 to 2. I can tell you that now because I'm the Restless Store and Bold the Beautiful store. I'm busy.
Plus, it's like post lunch nap time. I mean, you're not really napping, but you're basically napping.
Just your
up
brain's
there.
gone to sleep.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't. Like, I'd get a total food coma after lunch. Yeah,
every.
So yeah, might as well just watch some TV.
See, I have learned now that I can't get the itis anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I take these. They're not my sponsor, so I shouldn't really talk about them. But I like to spread the news. I take Centrum gummies every morning.
Interesting.
As soon as I get out the bed, pop 2,
and that keeps you awake.
I'm on fire right now.
Wow. Got to try that. Just like put them in my wine right here.
You have to eat though within an hour.
Okay.
You have to eat something, and I eat a muffin every morning for breakfast. But other than that, that's helping with the weight loss too, because it gives you energy. It's a multivitamin. It gives you energy, and it's one other thing on the bottle. The energy, I guess, is the man running. I don't know what else it is.
I like a metabolism booster.
Yeah.
And
I should try this. I always get that like afternoon slump.
Centrum.
Do you guys drink coffee?
Not anymore. I don't drink coffee.
I feel like
anymore.
I love coffee though, but I do feel like if I could train myself not to, I wouldn't get that slump.
Which is why I'm glad, because my office relocated probably a year ago. We moved 4 blocks. Right, we were in the 1200, we're in the 800. Yeah, 4 blocks down the road, and then what is that? We're now 4 blocks away from Starbucks, so I don't go there no more.
Got it.
So that helped that problem.
A little bit too far to walk.
Yeah.
I get that.
But we got a liquor store across the street now.
There you go.
So
one vice to another. I like
Right?
it. I like it.
Just bouncing around. It's cool. I'm good. I got this, guys.
it works perfect. It didn't seem like I can get away from Subway because now we got a Subway. It's still across the street.
So what brought you to Baltimore?
I wanted to find a job. I quit my job in Chicago, and I didn't really necessarily have a plan. I wanted to take some graphic design classes because I do have a graphic design background. And I signed up for AmeriCorps, and basically how AmeriCorps works is like it's just like any other job really, but you can look at like all of the listings. And I wanted something that was like community development and arts. And I wasn't really finding anything until this job in Baltimore popped up in Greenmount West. And so that's ultimately what brought me here. I was actually trying to decide between Albuquerque and here, like 2 separate things. But this sounded more my speed, and my family is like in Bethesda right now.
Okay.
And so I get to see them and my little siblings, like my little half siblings. I was feeling sad that I didn't get to like hang out with them. And so yeah, a combination of things. And I just
Did
heard
you
a
like
lot
Chicago?
of good stuff. I love Chicago. I mean, Chicago is beautiful. Like they do parks so well there, and they do like public
clubs.
space. They have amazing clubs. Like,
they do clubs so well.
It's a
Anytime
cool
your club
city.
is open at 6 a.m., I'm there.
Yeah, definitely a later night city. I mean, Baltimore can definitely be a late night city, but like,
Where?
Like,
you tell me where.
well, you got to
2
find
o'clock
it.
is-
Yeah, it's not like the
1
bars
o'clock
and
is
stuff
actually
are open.
over. That's last call.
Yeah.
But you got to leave by 2.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I
It's
remember
boring.
leaving here and moving here and people would
Being
shut
like,
stuff
what
down
do
at
you
1:30.
Right.
But
Right. So thirsty.
Give me 2 more. Like,
I'm still going.
and then you had to somehow seek out something.
What
Yeah,
made you
it's kinda
fall in love with
beautiful.
Baltimore?
Just like, I mean, it's super corny, but just people, like the people that I met my first year here, just being so like dedicated to the city, excited to show off like the music scene, the art scene here.
I wish
really
we could
think
be
is
more
what did it.
organized with that, though. The music scene.
Yeah.
It's sad because we got all these, I call them faux record labels that could be happening. Like New York doesn't
It feels
have
really
to be the
like
hub.
internal sometimes. I think
Chicago,
there's some artists
LA,
that
they
have
don't
broken
have
out
to
though,
be
for
the
sure.
hub for music.
Yeah.
If you got
we
the
have
music,
amazing music here.
Yes, we
It's
do.
crazy.
if I could pay the licensing fees, I would play music here. But I can't.
I think the marketing is always the last thing that comes. It's like you do really, really good work, and then you're like, shit, I don't have time to like push it out. But yeah, there's such good music here. But there should be more. I think there's more collaboration.
It should be easier to be heard. Is what I'm getting at.
There need to be more venues. They need to not be threatened with being shut down for whatever stupid reason.
Like a platform like this one, Be Exposed Radio, should be a platform that can do that. But it's so expensive. The royalties.
It really is. It's all about money a lot of the time. Yep.
But you must do it if you want to get paid for your artistry. You have to get a license, get it copywritten.
You have to. Yeah.
Yep.
So, what is in your plan? What do you have coming up?
Bromo or me?
Both.
Bromo. So we're doing our second year of the film series, and so that's super fun. It's outside in this lot. It's like a privately owned lot that most of the year is empty, but we're trying to work on that.
Ghostbusters.
Where? Yeah.
Oh my
Ghostbusters
God. We were
last
rehearsing when that happened. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. There's so on Park Avenue and Lexington, there's a large open space that's up against the building that sits at the end of it has a big white painted wall. So they showed a movie last year. They showed
where the garage is?
No. So you know where the clothing store
Lexington.
is? Yeah, where that clothing store is on Park Avenue.
Urban Outlet.
It's right behind the
Urban
7-Eleven.
Outlet. That's the one. Urban Outlet. No, you're on the wrong. You want to go over one more block.
It's like 2 blocks east of Lexington Market. You wouldn't necessarily even walk by it because there's not.
Right, it's on Park.
It's nothing there. That's why I said the 7-Eleven is on Cathedral.
Yep, and it's like.
And then behind it is Park.
Yeah, it's like a block away from that 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Yeah. Big open lot. We did 4. We
And it's called Ghostbusters?
No, they did Ghostbusters.
We showed 4 movies throughout the summer, and the idea is we wanted to show local films, but in order to really get people out, we did these like big feature films. So we did Crooklyn, Ghostbusters, Sandlot, and then one other I can't remember, but
Sandlot.
It was so good.
Sandlot.
So that got people there, but then we really got to showcase the local filmmakers, and so we're doing that again this year. But now it's instead of just Baltimore filmmakers, it's all Maryland is the call.
Nice.
And it's fun. There's like vendors from the district that come and sell food, and then DJs. It's just a fun time. It's like a fun outdoor block party feel.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's happening again this year. And
so in our final segment of the show tonight, we're going to find out where Priya is going because we didn't get to that question. And then I'm also going to talk to you about some of the stuff that we had in the news that I didn't get to. Like Alec Hunter, the 15-year-old that's facing felony charges for forgery over in Texas. I just broke my nail and now I'm very sad. And also Uber and rape.
Whoa, it's a lot.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot.
That's the second time he said it, and it hit me the same both times. This is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to pay some bills.
Do I have time to use the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, you know how you round people who really can sing? And they always like, I don't know if it's this time. That's what these, well, at least these two over here are giving me right now. It's not the time, you know. It should be 78.5 degrees in.
0.25.
So they're going to share a little bit, just a little taste to get you interested, to get you tingling this morning.
Come on in here.
Share a little of that Banji soul with us.
Stand behind her.
Okay. Well, y'all singing y'all mic.
Yeah, y'all can sing.
Okay, so this is called What I Thought. It's also on the album.
Don't hold back.
Okay. Y'all ready? You ready, B? Okay. I see the lies pouring out your face. No, you can't hide. I see them clear as day. I'm growing tired of playing these games. You say I'm tripping, well, Get up on this plane now, 'cause I'm pulling out with you or not. Are you going crazy or too damn lazy? We ain't skipping through no daisies. This wasn't my fantasy. This ain't what I thought. And this ain't what I want.
I told y'all wasn't ready. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So who ready to bump and ride?
We're back on?
Yeah.
All right, we're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. This is Big Mama Ama, and I am in the studio with Monny, who is acting
Bump and riding. I mean,
up. Acting up.
It's actually not called bump and ride. It's called bump and rob.
Oh, no.
But you got to do your arms like this every time you talk about it.
So we have...
a taxi cab in Baltimore was rear-ended, and as the driver looks at the damage, he or she is robbed. So apparently they're targeting taxi cabs. I thought this was targeting the general public, but it's targeting taxis because they're the only people that drive and actually have cash.
Right. Oh shit.
They don't have more than they're not supposed to have more than $25, like loose fives and ones to give change, but they usually do.
Once you're 4 hours into your shift, that's ridiculous.
But see, if you was me, you would stop at the bank machine after you collect a few.
Yeah,
I mean, you're driving. I mean, why can't you just?
But you don't take those back for them to tally it up, and then you get like a portion of it.
I'll write you a check when we get back to the office. But right now, I have to clear these pockets.
I don't know. I have to say, I would not stop. I mean, now I would.
And if it's time for me to tally at the end of the night, then I'll withdraw it at the ATM.
Okay.
But I'll continuously deposit all night because you're not going to get me. If you get me, you're gonna have to take the whole entire safety deposit box at the bottom of my car. So it made it all the way to media takeout. So I guess this is it's blowing up that this is happening here. Wow. But I think a lot of the media sources are just looking for a reason to talk about Baltimore because we are mainstream now, and I think we need to capitalize on the mainstreamness of our city. The riots have to bring out better. You can't just keep the riots as a bad sign, which is the only reason I would go for Port Covington. That's the only reason that I would be legitimately on board for the renovation of Port Covington. Because it didn't work when Walmart and
they did. They tried.
Sam's Club was there. I just $535 million is just not sitting well with me when you can take $535 million and rejuvenate the city that you already had. Why build a new city?
Totally agree.
If you're going to use $535 million, you could have brought the red line.
Oh,
I said it. It was me.
Yeah,
She's leaving. She's down the street.
Unceremoniously.
SRB.
Oh.
But is it going to get worse though? When you got what's that smell? Pew in office.
Oh no! Oh no!
No comment.
So this is what they say. There's a new crime wave going on in Baltimore, Maryland, and the Baltimore police are asking people to take specific action the next time you get into a fender bender. All over Baltimore, criminals are doing bump and rob, carjackings. The police now recommend that motorists lock their doors. See, this is saying it's like it's towards the general public, but it was generalized to the taxi companies.
Yeah.
The police now recommend that motorists lock their doors and call 911 even during. My thing with that is, who gets out to check if you got hit? You felt it. My motto.
You get out to exchange insurance information.
No, I'm not doing that. You exchange insurance information with the cops. We're not doing that.
But cops don't come unless somebody gets hurt.
I'm hurt. I'm bleeding. I'm cutting myself right now.
That's the real lesson. Just keep something.
I'm not talking to you because this is where it goes.
Oh my God.
911. I was just in an accident and my neck won't move. That's how it goes. I'm not talking to you because you already trying to. I'll pay you this. No. Your insurance company will pay me this. Yeah. We don't gotta talk. There's no conversation. No. How you think you're gonna get out of this lawsuit? Not my way.
I don't know. Once you get insurance involved, though, that's you can get.
I always win.
Really? Okay.
Because I'm a documentor.
Like, I'm gonna count West. I know how to work.
You hit me at 7:13, and you was on your phone at 7:15. I got your text.
I took these photos of you walking out of your car. Yeah, I know.
That's why as soon as they made that thing where you can put the camera in your car and it records like 24 hours a thing. I'm getting one. They be on Facebook all the time. As soon as I find the company, we're gonna be partners. But I don't really need it because I've never been in an accident that I've caused because I'm not a distracted driver. I like to pay attention because I'm in the news. How would I put that in there? Coming up on May 17th is a brand new season, the 10th season of the Talk Lately show. And my guest for that day is Dwayne G. Davis. I don't know him, but I'm going to get to know him. Hopefully you bring ribs. That's all I know about him.
Oh my God, I can't.
That's all I know about him. But Priya, Bhayana is here. And my final question, because we're at 2-minute mark of the show, is where are you going from here?
I'm in Baltimore. I'm staying in Baltimore. And I'm just doing some like freelance stuff, honestly. My background is a little bit in grant writing. So I want to do some of that, a little bit of graphic design. And just kind of doing my own thing for a while. Honestly.
I'm gonna need your business card.
Okay.
Because I might could pass some work your way.
Grant
writing wise.
I freakishly really like writing grants. It's
really
kind of fun.
Then definitely.
Because I like competitions, so I'm like, this grant's so good.
So not just grants, you like proposals and stuff like that too?
Yeah, something about something about the structure of it. You understand you're an accountant. Like something about like ordering and all, you're like, oh, it's so good.
We've been looking for some like initiatives and stuff like that. Not just here, but even at my day job too. So we want to get some more city and state initiatives going. So that would work well.
Yeah.
I am going to tune into the show from now on.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, that was neat.
Oh.
Is that it? What time is it? Oh, this is 1 minute.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Don't forget, we have the open house on May 14th. Their Force Continuum is in its last weekend. There's a show tomorrow and Sunday. We are back on air at 12 o'clock tomorrow with Genius Jones talking about the note in something.
That's at 12 o'clock.
Yes, 12 o'clock. We'll be here. See you next week or see you tomorrow, guys.
I'll do another Facebook Live if you care. Go to beexposedradio.com or go to the Be Exposed Radio Facebook page, and I'll do the Uber rape story there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the after show of the Talk Lately takeover of the Artist Exchange.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, or hear you.
I wish my eyes made that noise. Ting.
Awesome. It's so good.
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. Artist Exchange Live. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. I'm gonna have started early in the morning. Welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on